Garden by Hima. I am going to throw a few newly arrived bats. I'm going to test few newly arrived bats. So my clay is a bit on the not so dry side. I mean, it is dry a little bit. So I wanted to experiment just by throwing, and it did came fairly well. But I'm going to use my little back meat. Going to wet it a little bit, and then just take out a little bit of water and pour it in here. And take out any bubbles, air bubbles, and bring in this bat. I just got all these many for just 30 bucks. And I got 22 of these and 2 of the larger size bats. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just try to center. It looks good so far. Okay. Pat, 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 pat. I'm so excited by the way just to try these bats. And if you're wondering where's my clay, ta-da! It's right here. I have to put it here just because this is wet cloth, just because my clay is a little bit on the drier side. I tried to wedge it and it was a little hard for me to wedge. So let's see, there are way too many new things and too many challenges for us to experience. So let's see how we're gonna get it. Let me move my water bucket, clear water bucket, and let me move my dirty water bucket. Ooh, that's heavy. And then let me move my clay here. So far I'm not seeing anybody, which is just fine. Let's give them a few more minutes. And then just trying to clear this. And then, hello, my dear first audience, how are you? Okay, so I'm going to just toss that really hard. Toss it. Pat, 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 pat. And then I will use my sponge just to pour water. Need to use a lot of water today. Let's see how that actually goes. Which I'm okay to use, but I was told not to use too much, which is okay, I guess. So just keep using water, more and more water. The more water, the better on this clay. Oh, that did actually is working pretty good so far. Going to use more water one more time. And then push that as much as you can from your core. Push that clay harder. And then keep pushing the clay harder and harder. And do that clay. Let's see. I can do this clay. We got it. Okay, I'm gonna cone it up again. Okay, that did work. And then push it down once again. Keep doing it until you get the desired width. So I've learned the pottery from my instructor told me not to use too much water and at least coning for 3 times, which I already did. This is the third time, so I'm going to push that harder from the core. And I'm going to use a bit more water in this case. A bit more water. Okay. And just smoothen it out. Not way too much quality slip, but I don't need it at this point, so I'm going to toss it. I can see 1 or 2 air bubbles here. Poke, 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 poke. Poke those air bubbles. And then come back. Hi. Okay, I got this far. So I think I have a little bit of room where my new bat is. As you can see, this is the width and length of my bat. I got quite far. I still have a little bit of room left, which is okay, because I'm thinking of making a berry bowl. And I'm trying to make a well here. Do that. Okay, that kind of worked. As you can see, I made a well. Let me clear this out a little bit because that seems like there's way too much dirty water. Okay. And then I'm going to just clear it a little bit. And then hold that well so that you get nice wall area. Keep doing that. I might have to speed up my wheel just because there is too much hardness for this clay. Like, it's very much on the dry side. Okay, just clear that. Use my slip also. Okay, there, I think that's okay. It feels centered. And then there, that's much better. Hello. Okay, so I got this far and I'm going to pull walls now. Just pull it from, like, you have to start pinching the walls or squish the walls from both the sides, but you have to make sure that you have to come too quick, otherwise you're going to get like the clay kind of separated. As you can see, I have too much water content, but I still feel the dryness. Okay, let's do that one more time. Let's even this out first. So far, I have to tell you the bats are working good, but let's see, because this is only our first one. So the reason why I got these bats are because for me, when I'm trying to do it, like, I like to do I'd like to try like the tougher sides, like whatever is testing your patience, I'd wanted to try that first. In this case, I did that, it was working, and also I've learned how to twist and pull my bowls. But the problem with twisting and pulling it up is at times I can see they're going out of shape. So I'm like, let me try some with bats. And I cannot use bats in this case because I have the basic version of Weaver tool, which is not so expensive. You can get it from Amazon. Because I was only playing, getting used to the clay. I just started with this one, which I kind of liked. I've also used the expensive side of the wheel, but I don't actually see too much of a difference because they can hold too much of weight. I was able to throw about maybe 10 pounds on this one, which it did really well. If I just like, I get to see the speed of it and everything. And it's really working great. Like, if there is anybody out there who wants to try this wheel, I definitely recommend it because it's working just fine. You don't need like too much of expensive side wheels. And so I've decided, like, I don't want to use any bats because the expensive side ones comes with the traditional uh, pins, pinholes, if you will, but this one does not. So when I got this one, I thought I cannot use my bats. Bats are essentially helpful to kind of like, you do it, you put it outside. Like, you do it and you take it out and you just wait until it's dry, right? So I I don't I have to always let my pots go out of shape a little, not so much, but a little at least. So in this case, I wanted to give it a try without having pins for my existing wheel. I don't have any pins. And the only way that I attached is I put a little bit of backmate, not a little bit, I mean to say like one backmate. And it is actually holding well so far. I don't have to do anything. You can see that the clay is holding really well. But the thing is, I have to keep wiping this place just because I wanted to find out how much room is there. Because I can technically go out of this space, but as you can see, like for lifting this up, there is a little bit of, excuse me, there is a little bit of gap, which I don't know what's going to happen. So maybe essentially when I'm doing plates, I have to be careful, or any wider pottery things, I'd have to be careful. Okay, so now that we got this far, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my metal rib. I'm going to get the excess clay out. Keep doing that. And then get this straight, the walls and everything straight. Okay. Take this extra clay or slip, if you will, and then I'm going to use a little bit of water because it's all dried now. I'm going to pull this, or maybe actually I should take this wooden rib. Oops, I dropped it. I'll take this wooden rib and I will try to bend it a little bit just so I get like a nice bowl shape. I think I'm going to make one of the berry bowls, which I put a poll out there for one of my lemon shaped bowl. I'm gonna name it as lemon shaped bowl because I made very few bowls actually. So I'm going to make some with this one. I mean for this batch, which I think would be good, right? Because they're they're nice, they look good, they can be used pretty much every day. And yeah, you can put snacks, cookies, everything. And you can let the crumbles go if you're eating cookies. If you put a little plate, maybe? I think I should try that. Okay, so this actually is so far so good. I like it. And then I'm going to make my hands wet. There you go. And then make it bend a little bit. Keep doing that. Keep doing that until you see the shape that you like. I like it so far. I think that's good. That's good. You bend it a little bit so that it looks a little on the curved side. Okay. And then I'm going to hold it, just make the bowl there. That looks good. And I'm going to clear some of the clay from inside. Okay. And I'm going to remove this. Okay, I think I like it. I'm going to remove this excess clay. Okay, that's actually good also. There. So on the hard side, let that go. And then I bring this rib again, just trying to bend it a little and then clear that excess clay out. There, our pretty bowl is ready. Ta-da! Okay, let me wipe out. Oh, you know what? I have this bat system that I don't have to wipe out. So I guess I got used to. I'm going to clear that. There, it is working just fine. And then I'm going to stop. You know what? I think I'm going to use to clear the bottom a little. There, that looks fine. Okay, so I'm ready to take this out. Ooh, not working. Okay, hold on. I think I've seen somebody using this or similar tools. So let's excite. Ta-da! There's the pretty bowl. It did. I might have to clean that a little bit, but it's so good so far. So nice. You know what? Let me try this as well while I have this one. I'm going to cut out. Where's my there? Don't know why. Maybe I put my live notification too late, I guess. Okay. I mean, it's okay. One day it's that, one day it's that, the other one. So, whoops, there. We made it. Ta-da! Okay. Technically, I don't have to cut it with my wire, but I did anyways because I would like to test every bit of it. Otherwise, if I keep buying so much, it's gonna be a lot. It's gonna cost a lot, and not going to use it. So it did work. It did work pretty well. I'm going to put that over here, as you can see. And the next thing I'm going to try is a little bigger side of chunk. And where's my bat made? Here is another new one. Okay. And then I'm going to see, this is on the harder side, very much harder. Okay. Just throw that as if I want to hit that really hard. And there, I'm going to take my sponge, pour some water, push it down. Now this guy is really hard, very hard. So I guess I'm gonna try. This is a bit on the larger weight. like a bit more compared to the last one because that was only like one sized um, bowl. So push that, push that, push that, push that harder. Okay, I'm gonna increase the speed of it. Okay. Ooh, you're gonna see me struggling here with this clay because it's very hard. I'm gonna challenge this, that's why I'm gonna try this. Ow! It's really hard. That's okay, I'm gonna give it a try anyways. Okay, push that clay down, keep pushing it down, keep pushing it down. So far it's holding that, that's good. And then I'm going to take my wooden drip and then I will be cleaning a little bit of the extra side so that will be easy. This will help me to center. Now centering is important, otherwise your pieces will go in all directions that you don't even expect and you'll be like, huh, why did I even get this shape? Which you might fall in love at times, but not always, at least not what you wanted to. You cannot guess what shape you're gonna get. That's pretty much it. Okay, so I'm going to, this is so satisfying. I like it. Ooh, when I'm doing it, I absolutely like it. Ow, that's hard. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna clear that a little bit. And then I'm going to, that's pretty much on a good side. Ooh, pretty much on a good side, but I'm going to lift, do coning, do fast, faster, faster, faster. Ooh, that's good. Okay. I guess the only thing is I started noticing that um, the glue is kind of hurting my base of the hand when I'm pushing it harder, but I guess it's not too bad. It's not too bad anyway, so pull that. Okay, well, I guess it's working good. It's holding. Okay, I'm going to use this one because just so I'll get the even shape of it. There, ta-da! I got it. Okay. And then keep doing that. That's nice. I got it like really good shape of centering. And then I'm going to do a bit more. Hear that. Do it even more harder. Pull it all the way up, up, up. There you go. That did work. So I'm going to push it down. Oops. Push it down once again. I got this. Push it down. It's harder than I think. But push it down with a full speed. Because speed does help. If the clay is harder, speeding your wheel will help a lot. Okay. Push it, push it, push it. Okay, nice. Well, that's much better. I think I like the width of this batch of clay because I think I can make it like a little wider side for this one. Clay does shrink, so I'm going to remove all the excess clay and excess lip. Okay. Now I'm making a well. I hope you can see this better. Okay, I'm making a well. Push that little by little and then make a good sized well. However much you want the deeper to go, you can just go and then start pulling. Just start pulling towards you so that you get more grip, and then use a little bit more water. Use that as a slip. Okay. As you can see, there are 2 layers, so I'm going to even that out. Hi there. Now I don't want to scare you off, but I just wanted to say hi, can't help it. Okay, that's much better. And then I'm going to pull this one. Oops, I almost dropped it, but I rescued it. There. There. I'm going to even out my clay because this is so much extra that we don't need. Okay. Keep pushing it. This is so hard. The clay is so hard. But I got this. Okay, okay. Got it. Got it. So far, so good. But I can see a lot of unevenness in the walls. So just pulling the walls. And I'm going to even out the walls with my wooden rib. Just so it will help me remove that excess clay that I don't want and make it even. Just keep doing that. More and more. More and more. Oops. You can see somewhere it's getting stuck. See all the extra clay? Okay. Okay. So that's much better. Now I can still feel that this clay is on the harder side. So I'm going to remove that from the inside also. That way I get the shape that I want. This is how much I got extra clay. Okay, perfect. Remove all the extra clay. Okay, and use your pin tool. I'm going to cut it just a little to even it out. Okay, it's a perfect frame. Thank you for stopping by. In case if you're not the subscriber, please go ahead and take a look. If you like the content, do subscribe. That means a lot. Okay, so push that even harder, 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 harder. Okay, nice. I can still feel, I think this is going to do something that I did not intend it to. So let's try that one more time. I'd want to see the base of it also. Okay, pull that up And then pull it up, pull it up, pull it up. There, okay, that's better. I think I lifted my, hold on, I just got something. Oops, 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 oops. There, it was going all directions. Well, that's at least closer to a bowl that I am expecting to see. So now it's time to shape. And then I'll use my wind rip tool again. And then I'm trying to get that nice shape inside the bowl. It's going in all directions. The clay is not reacting to my actions. I guess that's the point of doing pottery. Sometimes it does, sometimes it don't. So when you like the one that you are doing, then you appreciate clay and your own hands. But when it doesn't, you still have to appreciate it a lot. Like this one in this case. Yikes! I'm going so deep down there. Okay, I'm going to now use my pin tool and then remove that uneven shape up at the top, uneven wall, trash, recycle that excess clay. The good thing is that I can always recycle. Okay, so far that's okay. The previous one that I made is like 1 serving, and I think this one is gonna be 2 servings. And I'm pinching with my thumb and with my rest of the 4 fingers inside so that I'll get some even walls. Okay, that is working good. There, that works good. And is it looking out of shape? It is, a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to push, 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 because I can still feel a little dryness somewhere. There's no air bubble, but air pockets are not there. But I can feel that something that is on the drier side, which wasn't vegged so nice, of course, is kind of like hitting me, and I can feel that. So I'm going to use my metal rib, use a little bit of water, and I think I'm going to use this one, which is also on the nicer side, but the problem with this one is it's a little bit on the softer side towards the edge. So it's going to bend my clay a little lesser compared to my wooden one. But so far it's doing good. Okay, I need something really strong like my leg to kind of rest. Okay. There. It's kind of like nice bowl. Okay. That's good. I'm going to use my sponge. And then I think I like the little wonkier side of this bowl, which, because I struggled a lot to get it listen. So I really like this one, so I'm going to cut the excess clay. take this one out. Okay, go down, go down. There. Slowly and gently remove that. There you go, there's so much excess clay. And the next step is I'm going to use my little sponge here. I wanted to just clean that. And then simply just clear that a bit more inside as well. Make sure that there's no water. I think I'm going to use this one a little just because I like outside, but inside there's like a kind of little tiny cone that's left. So I'm going to do that. And remove this because I really like it. Okay, where is my tool? Stop, stop, stop. Okay, it's on this side, which is fine. Eek, eek. Okay. It's hard. It's hard. It seems like it's really. Oh, stop right there. Stop right there. Okay, there. There. Oops. There you go. It's really hard. Okay. I think I'm going to clear the extra clay. There. Ta-da! There you go. It's nice. Probably it's gonna. I think I'm going to make a berry bowl for two with this one. And like I said, it's really on the harder side. So it is working really well. The bats are working really great. You can see the size difference. It's actually a good size difference. I don't know. I think you can see it better from the this angle, the bowls and the shapes. Okay, and then I'm going to use one more. This time I'll see if I have any bigger sized clay because I have been covering my clay in the wet. Okay, let me clear this because I can clearly see that it needs a little bit of cleaning just so I can see things clearly. Okay. This is my big sponge that I use a lot to clean my wheel. Okay. And I'm going to, ooh, this is really big. I think it's going to help me. Okay, take one more piece. I think this probably will be like a family-sized bowl. I'm pretty much hoping that it is going to work. Sorry if you're hearing too much slamming. I have to. When we are learning in the pottery studio, there are a lot of people who does the slamming, and we will be laughing like, "Oh, you did the slamming part today," sort of that, and they'll be like, "Oops, sorry," and we'll be like, "Ah, that's okay, because I slammed the other day, really hard." So we just kind of like make fun, and I met like really nice and sweet people. Where I learned. It's really nice community. Like in case if you are interested, do check out Alpha Fired Arts in Sacramento. They're really good. They have like a very good store, and they do encourage a lot of artists all around. So you get to see once in a while the pieces of other artists, and you get to see and buy probably if you like any of the pieces that they made. You can buy um, their their pieces, and some made like really huge out of the recycled clay, really huge sculpture, and it's pretty good. I think it's really good. I mean, it'll be lovely in your backyards. I mean, I don't have like a picture reference. Maybe I should. I um I did take a quite a few pictures with my kids. So I will probably share it. I no promises, but I can share some. I mean, you probably might have seen a lot of artists out there who does a lot of sculpturing, but do encourage and see if you can find them in social medias. And yeah, it will give them a good support and encouragement. So do check out Alpha Fire Arts. If you are really interested, they do offer classes as well, which is where I've learned mine, and I really like them. So they're really nice people, and you get to see like the other artists just like you budding, and yeah, you get to meet nice people, um, new new hobby. Hopefully you like playing with clay also. But yeah, I like that community, and their store is like, oh, so good, so good. Like they have everything neatly packed, organized, and they do offer coloring also, which is very helpful for like if you're doing or learning taking pottery classes, you can let your kids this is also a bit on the harder side. You can let your kids pick up a piece and paint. I mean, not paint, but glaze, and they'll fire it, and they will be able to give it back to you within like a few weeks, because they have such a big. I took their studio tour, and they have such a big kilns out there, and they people over there take subscriptions, and they do it all the time. Like they do sculpturing, they do kind of like hand building, kind of like many more. To be honest, like yeah, if you're closer or if you're in California and visited Sacramento, that's really a good place to go. And there are very few places close by for me to shop for clay, or like if I have to go to stores, there are only very few places to check out. But yeah, the people over there are really sweet and nice and humble, down to earth. They'll be able to help you with pretty much anything, because over there, all the pottery experts work there, so they'll be able to help you. I feel really good when I'm sharing information about my co-pottery people, because the other day I was sharing about this clay panda, dirty panda. Sorry. So dirty panda, he's really good at sculpting. Also, do check out his Instagram if you haven't. But yeah, he's really good artist as well. You get to buy his mugs also from him directly. I think he will go to a lot of art shows, art fairs, if you will. But yeah, okay, this is going to be really hard. Also, because the clay is on the drier side. Okay, but I got this. I got this. I got this. Drier side, just because I was working the other day on some of the pieces, and I did not cover it up this clay well, so hence I ended up with a little bit of dryness of the clay, and I haven't realized until this morning, or I'd say until before this post or live. So yeah, here I am struggling with the clay, but I got this. Ta-da! And this is on this will probably be around 7 lbs of clay, maybe. maybe 6. Yeah, definitely more than 5, I think. Okay, okay, okay. I got this. Okay. Clean that. And then get to the top. See if we can even it out with this wooden rib. And we almost got there. There you go. And then let's do one more on the side or towards the corner. Okay. Okay, that's really hard. Oops, where's my sponge? I'm using way too much water because I have to get the softness of the clay. That's super fast, but it's still working very good. That was super fast. I was just playing just to see if I can take it. Okay, okay, okay. I got this. I got this. I made my yoga today, so I got some strength. Okay, so I'm almost done with centering close. Ow, 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 ow. Got it, got it, got it, got it. There. Okay, let's use our metal rib one more time. Or sorry, wooden rib one more time. Oops, oops. Don't let the clay push your hands, because that's how you can center things. Okay. Okay, there. Works. This one is definitely more than 3 times. Okay, let's see if we can make a well. I'm going to wet my bowl, pour some water, pour more water, and then go a little deeper, pull it once again. Okay. There. It's much better. Okay. Do that even more. Go. Okay. Now I'm going to clear a bit more of that extra clay. There. See the thickness? It's really long. Bottom line, never work this hard with dry clay. because it's gonna hurt your hands and your body. So only when you need it you can. Okay. I think I'm going to take my own time for this one. There are no one anyways, so. Okay. I'm at a good point where I think we can end our live for today, and I'm going to show you tomorrow how I made this, if it's gonna if it's gonna become a bowl. So I'll see you tomorrow. Until then, bye.